wife back after tonight? Maybe they should keep a few aside.
Oh! Can we play with the ball?
Jesse and Matthew, you guys. Jesse, Tosh.
Dude, first of all, they look really boss.
What? Sorry? Yeah.
Food analogy? I want to know the food analogy.
What do you see there?
Oh, the things you find out about your children. These are sacrifices. Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, Rose, you look so different.
Do you need any facial?
It's painted, I think.
I know. Seriously.
That was great.
Okay.
But otherwise,
Do I have to get my costume?
I appreciate that you did that.
doesn't work anymore.
Gone.
They all blew out last night. They were all gone. Not one left. And there were about 7 of them in there. Yeah. On the stage, I mean the ones that were in use.
Oh, blue. Oh, I see. Okay.
They've got to be on the stage laying around. Someone's going to get one in their slipper.
Yeah, you know, we have a lot to go.
Is it something
It's hot outside, too.
I know.
That's exactly like Dragon Ball.
Where's the
Tame a dragon.
Maybe different. I want to tame it. Always ready.
What are you?
I love it.
All right, this is our last performance. But let's try for perfection tonight, okay? I think we can get closer than we did last night. We're still having trouble with this second half.
Evan, you always say that kept us and it made us afraid to sing. We skipped that and we're like lost.
You know the story. When you forget the story, do the story.
Hey. In general, it went really, really well last night. You know what, Logan? Really, I'm done fooling around with a lot of you guys. There's a pizza party tonight, and if you don't make it, that's fine with me, okay? Try to focus, try to concentrate. You guys have this in you. I know everybody's tired, but you can really go out with a great performance tonight. I think you guys are confused the second half. We're gonna try not to close the curtains. I know that throws everyone, but Mary Sheila's gonna do a blackout, so especially with Especially with the statues. Just freeze for a while and then just quietly walk off. The war scene also. Freeze, walk off quietly. Okay, don't start chatting and like, you know, oh, that was funny and, you know, whatever happened in the war scene. Put the knife down. Dagger.
No, it's a knife.
Which is courtyard? There's a beaver scene in between that.
No, we changed.
Oh, that's what,
Okay.
That's what we
yeah.
told you.
Yesterday, stop talking, you guys. You can do it. This is what happens. We talk about it at the beginning, and then nobody knows what's going on by the time they get on stage. Okay? So we switched the scene because we're trying to, first of all, make it a little bit shorter so people aren't leaving at 10, and especially tonight, we want to, you know, go to the union and have some time to be there. So we shaved a half an hour off from last weekend. But part of the way that we're doing that is we're trying to like put scenes together. So there's no reason for the beavers leaving to be different from in the beaver house, okay? So that means that the statue scene comes on after that.
And I was like, oh, this is almost there.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all last night. We don't have runners, and so we're trying to figure out, you know, how to get students up on the stage. But you know what? I would go out on the porch, everybody was there. You are on your phones, okay? So no phones. You guys, no phones up there. You have to pay attention to what's going on. I always have the script open. You can see where we are and when you should come on. But hi, Taj.
No, if you are.
Yeah. Okay, the second thing is hats. Hats. You know, that scene. Yes, that scene we've practiced so many times, and it's really one of the best scenes. But slow it down. You guys still seem to be confused about order, Lily.
I have to say that what happens is there's long pauses because people just decide not to say it. Like I'll run out and for the first like 15 seconds I'm the only one saying things and then everyone else like gets an idea.
Yeah,
I
what's
should
what
say
the
something.
rest of the hats? Positions and stuff you guys were
And also,
practicing?
we need more hags because Araceli, Jenna, and Nina were the
I
other
know what you
main
mean.
hags, and they're not here now.
I'll be a hat.
Or more hags.
All right. Quiet. I actually don't care who goes on as a hag, but you have to be wearing black. Okay? So you have to grab some cape or I don't know. There's various black things. I mean that just adds to the weirdness. Right. But
Yes.
but it can't. It's not a funny scene. Yeah, you guys are
Well,
celebrating.
you can't be a
but you're-
horse that's with the witch and then fight with the good guys.
So if you are a hag, come on at that scene. You guys know. Lily, what does that scene come out?
We have runners.
If there's too many people in this room, I really need your focus, okay, and your attention, Matt.
Have one runner.
Honestly,
We have one runner.
Yay! I like helping the audience to follow the story and you all being in character. Okay, I feel like the first half is pretty strong, and then after intermission, we start falling apart a little bit. Honestly, where's the fish?
And I tried to put all the things together, and then I found them all over the place. So now they have disappeared. I'd like the person to go look for them and bring them back, because yesterday we couldn't
Even if
find
you
them
were-
and use them.
They found the.
Need them. So if you know where they are, you know where you're playing with them.
Joe Pauly! Yeah, we use a horse.
Like in the prop room.
Oh, I wonder how that happened, Bodie.
Elizabeth threw it up and she's like, be free. Yeah.
Called a loft.
Why?
I like how you said it too.
Stop, please.
We can figure.
You want to go get the fish after this? Okay. All right, Emma?
I'm really confused because we have the messed up Mr. Tumnus house and then the perfectly clean beaver house in the next scene. And I didn't have time to get like
No.
I just kicked
Yeah.
the note
yeah,
on
they
the
just
table.
kept on passing
Yeah.
them to me. Then I magically
No, I
put like
told,
pots and pans.
okay, Emma, I just told Lily, go in and start cleaning. She's Mrs. Beaver. She
Yeah,
can be
the house
clean.
should be dirty anyway. You know, she's
Yeah.
like cleaning up. She's like,
Okay.
oh, people
You
in
know,
here.
the audience doesn't know.
Where's Jesse? Just shove the note under.
The props. I'm asking all you guys who stay back here. But you notice you have less food tonight. Yeah. Okay? There's a lot of adults that have been working so hard to support you guys with costumes. You're acting kind of spoiled, really. With a lot of food, you leave your costumes on the floor, and then you're kind of messing around, and there's been some really, you know, if an adult asks you to do something, do it very quickly, with a smile. Does everybody understand that? And, you know, a thank you wouldn't be amiss either, because a lot of people have been waiting on you guys, and so it's time to really appreciate it. So this is your final night, so everybody should come out. And then remember to come back in case kids want autographs. But
Because I went this morning to talk with Barbara, so she expects us around 10 or even a bit after, so that's fine. We finish around 9:30, so we can take all our time. It only takes 3 minutes drive to go up there, so if we leave at 10 to 10. We bow down and run down. It was much slower than the first 2 times, but it was still very fast. So you can still slow down everything.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to slow down 1 second or 2 seconds. And then when you finish by 9:45, I would say at the latest, everybody should come here and bring back their props, not throw them.
you guys can, you know, really thank her and have.
So yesterday, of course, when you left, it was quite a mess, and it makes, you know, everybody sees everybody. Remember, we're all a group and we're all together. So we know who is behaving and who is misbehaving. We know who comes back after to help putting things away. We know who doesn't know you, and that's what you're showing them. So pay attention to what you do and what you want to be known for. Okay?
Another real important thing was, Tabby, did you just jump on the floor?
Oh, yeah. I landed on my knee, though, so it's okay.
What? Did you forget the pad was there?
No, the
At intermission, we're gonna put it there. We
Okay.
set it aside, so then we will move it.
All right,
Emma
so-
might be in charge of that since we were going to get it out.
Okay, that's
And
fine.
then everyone
Just as
said
long
no.
as somebody's in charge of it.
Yeah, just ask me how I'm supposed to be out there anyways.
Helpers that were not really there. So I don't want to name names, but we have
They're young adults.
No, I don't think so.
roll it this.
Don't worry, really? Okay, let's go off, come back on, because we're going to have thank yous. Okay, so I've already talked to some kids who are gonna help with that, so.
Well, Gail had to go do something to move the stone table. By this time, we didn't close the curtain, so he was here. He had no prop, and he didn't bring the gate because he was supposed to be showing up as a statue. So you gotta arrange that before it happens. Who's
Doesn't mind watching the scene change. It's better than watching the curtain. Okay, so yesterday, yesterday, the Naiads and Dryads brought the stone table out. That was great. Okay, so and for those of you who don't know, but this is the last night is usually family night, so I'm sure that most of you have been here before. This is a student-run production, which is new for us this year, so they've done a lot of the sets, the props, some of the costumes, programs, so they participated in almost every aspect of it. So please be supportive. Thank you for coming. Oh, a couple of things. Since it's our last performance, we will have thank yous at the end. So there are a lot of people who have really supported us. So I'd appreciate you all staying for that. And since it is our last performance, we would just ask that you could take your chair and pile it over there because Tai Chi comes in the morning. So thank you.
The final performance of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Please turn off your cell phones and no flash photography except for Bonnie, who is in charge of yearbooks.
At intermission, there will be lots of tasty goodies, including Turkish Delight. These help support our drama program at Salmon Creek. So please do these and buy these to support the show. Enjoy it, the show.
This way, children.
Turn off that light. Jesus, a moron!
I'm just trying to show these kids on the blessed train.
That doesn't affect the blackout. If Hitler sees this torture bombs to bits.
Now don't you scare the children.
We're not afraid of Hitler, sir. Evacuees, huh?
England's at war with Germany, so we're going to the country so we don't get bombs dropped on us.
And your names are?
Peter. Susan. Edmund.
And Lucy. Our second name is Pevensey.
Oh, here, Lucy, you forgot your gas mask. And let me tie your shirt. Did you all remember to bring your toothbrush?
Yes.
And, that's disgusting. Oh, and you'll stay out of trouble, right?
Yes.
Edmund. Especially. Mother, hurry up. Where is that train? Here it comes. Oh.
Attention, Palettes! Your train awaits!
I'm gonna light slide! Bye, Mom!
Bye,
Good luck, kids!
Come on!
Stop the way!
You'll be the evacuees.
We're the Pevensies.
How nice. Ration books, if you please. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well, I suppose we'll find room for you.
Of course we'll find rooms for them. Let me see. You'll be Peter, Susan, and Edgar.
No, Edmund.
I beg your pardon, Edmund and Lucy, child of light.
Oh, just Lucy, sir.
And I am Professor Kurt. Behold my housekeeper, Miss McCready. Find it wise to obey her in most things. And my maids, Ivy and Betty. Miss McCready will show you to your rooms after you all had a bite to eat.
This way, children.
Thank you, sir.
Good day.
We'll sleep in
And the young gentleman?
through the blue door and mind your heads. You'll find the necessities under your beds. Good night. Sleep tight. And mind the beasties don't bite.
We've landed on our feet. No mistake. The professor will let us do what we like here.
He is an old dear. Oh, come off it. Don't talk like that.
Like what?
Like mother.
Edmund, isn't it time you were in bed?
There you are. Go to bed yourself, Susan.
This whole house is like the maze in Hampton Court.
That was hedges, not rooms.
What's that funny noise?
It's only a bird, silly.
Oh, it makes me feel creepy.
reassure you about your duties, you must insist that our young guests will enjoy their stay.
They are good. They will be happy, sir.
Oh, of course, McCready.
It would be raining. We're 10 miles from the railway station, 3 miles from their sweet shop.
Do stop grumbling, Ed.
Oh! I've got an idea! If it stops raining, can we dig a huge hole for an air raid shelter?
An amazing scheme. You may excavate down there. You'll find plenty of spades and forks in the green shed when the rain stops.
In the meantime, there's a wireless and thousands of books.
Not for me. I want to explore the house.
Let me speed you on your way. When Miss McCready shows around the sightseers, which she does once a week by arrangement, she always starts with this painting, and so shall we.
Who are the weird boy and girl on a horse with wings?
Me and my dear friend Polly, years ago.
That is beautiful country you're flying over. Where is it?
16 minutes past 10. I'm off to my studies.
What are you working on, sir?
Wonders. Yes, wonders. Peter, I'll leave you to explore the house. See you at feeding time.
It's vanished.
Hey, a suit of armor. It looks like it was made for a gorilla. And the room down there is all powered with green.
There's a harp in the corner.
Playing all by itself. That's just the wind blowing through a broken window. Down the hall. Room after room after room. All of them lined with books. Mostly very old books. Some of them are bigger than the Bible in church.
Look, they've got the secret garden.
Treasure Island. Round the world in 80 days. The Railway Children. Down the hall.
Just one funny little room. Empty, except for the wardrobe. Nothing else.
There's a dead blue bug on the windowsill.
Nothing there. It's empty. Come on. Let's go dig for victory.
Well, probably locked. Oh, what's this? Hundred coat, long furry coat, and
All right.
very odd. And I seem to have come and found myself into a snowy land. How odd. Goodness gracious me! Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I don't want to be inquisitive, but would I be right in thinking that you are the daughter of Eve? My name's Lucy, but you are in fact a girl. Do I look like anything else? To be sure. But are you in fact human? Of course. To be sure. But I've never met a son of Adam or a daughter of Eve before. That is delighted. That is to say, delighted. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Tumnus. Oh, it's very nice to meet you, Miss. And how have you come to Narnia? Narnia? What's that? All that lies between the lamppost and the great castle of Cair Paravel in the eastern sea is Narnia. Narnia. And you? You have come from the wild woods of the west? Oh, I came from the wardrobe in the spare room. If only I had studied geography a little bit harder when I was a little fawn. I know all these sage countries. Oh, but they're not even countries at all. It's quite different back there. It's midsummer. It's midwinter here in Narnia, if in winter ever so long. But we'll both catch a cold if we stand out here talking in the snow.
So, Lucy, daughter of Eve, from the far land of wardrobe, where eternal summer reigns around the city of...
Oh, the wardrobe in the spare room.
From the city of spare room, will you come and take tea with me?
Oh, I better be getting back now. I don't know.
It's only just around the corner.
Oh, I suppose so.
Take my arm, daughter of Eve. I'll hold my umbrella over both of us. That's the way. Now off we go. My humble home.
What a lovely home, Mr. Tumnus.
Take a seat while I prepare the tea things.
Oh, if you don't mind, I'd rather look at the books.
Explore, explode, or stand on your head. It's all the same to me. I'm concentrating on the cookery side of life.
Oh, first thing I do in a new room is always look at the books. Nymphs and their ways. Is man a myth? The breeding and care of unicorns.
She falls asleep.
These are very interesting books, Mr. Tumnus. We don't have any of these at home.
All right, daughter of Eve. I didn't know what you liked, so I prepared everything. Toast and sardines and cake for the end.
Oh, that'll do. Mr. Tumnus, what's it like living in a forest in Narnia? That was a lovely song, Mr. Tumnus, but I really must be going. Oh, Mr. Tumnus, what's wrong? Oh, Mr. Tumnus, aren't you well? Mr. Tumnus, stop it!
I don't think there's ever been a worse pond in all of time.
Oh, Mr. Tumnus, what's the matter?
My old father now, he would have never done such a thing as this. But I'm in the pay of the White Witch.
But, Mr. Tumnus, who's the White Witch?
She's the one who keeps all of Narnia under a crooked thumb. She's the one who makes it always winter and never Christmas.
Oh, but Mr. Tumnus, that's terrible, but what are you doing for her?
I'm paid to be a kidnapper. I was told that if I was ever to meet any human children, I was to bring them back to her, and you're the first one I've ever met.
Oh, Mr. Tumnus, you wouldn't do such a thing.
But I have.
What do you mean?
Don't you understand? I'm doing it right now. You are the child.
Oh, Mr. Tumnus, I think it'd be best if I go now.
If you do, she's sure to find out. She'll saw off my horns and cut off my tail, and she'll wave her wand and turn me into a statue until the 4 thrones at Caraparavel are filled, if that time ever comes.
Oh, Mr. Tumnus, please let me go home. I'm sorry, but I have to go home.
I didn't know what humans were like, but now that I've met you, I know I can't hand you over to the White Witch. So, if I bring you back to the lamppost, can you find your way home?
Of course. I think so.
Take my arm, daughter of Eve, but be quiet. The trees are some of her spies.
What? Here we are.
Can you find your way back from here?
Yes, there's the wardrobe.
And can you ever forgive me?
Oh, Mr. Tumnus, I always will forgive you. I hope you don't get in too much trouble because of me.
Then home you hurry, quick as you can.
Oh.
And can I keep the handkerchief?
Of course. Goodbye, Mr. Tumnus.
Goodbye, daughter of Eve.
There's so flipping dirt everywhere.
Peter, why can't I use the shovel?
Peter! Peter! Through the head! I've been into the wardrobe in this very room. Oh, weren't you all wondering where it was? I was back.
What on earth are you talking about, Lucy?
Weren't you all wondering where I was?
Have you been hiding? Nobody noticed you'd gone.
What?
You're going to have to hide longer than that if you want people to start looking for you.
But I've been gone for hours and hours, and you haven't been wondering where I was?
Well, batty, quite batty.
What do you mean, Lou?
Just what I said, just after breakfast. Just after breakfast, I went into the wardrobe in the spare room that you left me in, and I
found myself in a snowy world, and it was all...
Don't be silly, Lucy. We left you in that room just a few minutes ago. We came out to dig.
Oh, if you don't believe me, come and see for yourself.
I suppose we better.
There's nothing there.
Look.
See it? It's just an ordinary wardrobe. You can see the back of it.
Solid wood.
Like Lucy's head.
That's enough, Ed. All right, get home. You really fooled us all.
Okay. I think we should do something else.
Let's play hide and seek.
Okay.
Not it.
Not it.
Fine. I'll be the mature one and count.
Fun.
1,
No,
2.
hide.
I'm counting to
The
20.
wardrobe.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, yes, she's back in the wardrobe room. Lucy, I know you're in here somewhere. Lucy, Lucy, I'm here too. She's angry with me. Listen, Lou, I'm sorry I didn't believe you. Just like a girl sulking somewhere. She won't accept an apology. Stop!
And what, pray, are you?
My name's Edwin.
Is that how you address a queen?
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I didn't know.
He didn't know.
Not know the Queen of Narnia? Ha! You shall know us better hereafter. I repeat my question. What are you?
Please, Your Majesty, I'm still at school. But it's the holidays now.
But what are you? A great overgrown dwarf that has cut off his beard.
No, Your Majesty. I've never had a beard. I'm a boy.
A boy.
A boy.
You are a son of Adam? I see you're an idiot, whatever else you may be. Answer me now. You are human?
Of course.
And how, pray, did you come to enter my dominions?
I came in through the wardrobe.
A wardrobe.
A wardrobe.
What do you mean?
I just opened the door and found myself here, Your Majesty.
Ha! A door. A door to the world of men. I have heard of such things. This may wreck all. But he is only one and easily dealt with. My poor child, how cold you look. Come and sit with me here on the sledge. I will wrap my mantle around you, and we will talk.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Something hot to drink?
Yes, please, Your Majesty. I've never had this before. It's very sweet and foamy. It warms you right down to your toes.
It is dull, son of Adam, to drink without eating. What would you like best to eat?
Turkish delight is my favorite, Your Majesty.
Turkish delight.
Oh, Turkish delight. Turkish delight. Chunky and chewy and sweet and bright. Sticky and soft, right to the core. I've never tasted anything so Turkish before.
Do you live all alone in your world, son of Adam?
Oh no! I've got one brother and 2 sisters, Your Majesty.
2 sons of Adam, 2 daughters of Eve.
That's 4 of them. 4.
My sister went to Narnia. She said she met a fawn.
Do all the people in your world know about Narnia?
Oh no, just my brother and 2 sisters know anything at all about it.
Are you sure there are just 4? 2 sons of Adam, 2 daughters of Eve. Are you sure? Are you sure?
I thought I told you that before. Turkish delight, chunky and chewy and sweet and bright, sticky and soft, right to the core. I've never tasted anything so Turkish before.
2 sons of Adam, 2 daughters of Eve, neither more nor less.
That's 4 of them, Your Majesty. Do you recall the prophecy of the 4 thrones at Cair Paravel? When Adam's flesh and Adam's bones sit at Cair Paravel, the evil Narnia will be gone.
No! I
I hate that old prophecy. I have replaced it with a new one of my own. 2 kings who shall never be king. 2 queens who shall never be queen. 4 thrones, which are under a spell, will stay empty always at Cair Paravel. We have caught one of them, Grumskin, and he is falling, under my spell. Soon we shall have captured all 4.
Oh, Turkish delight, chunky and chewy and sweet and bright, sticky and soft, right to the core. I've never had any piece of Turkish before. Yeah!
Son of Adam, I should so much like to meet your brother and your 2 sisters. Will you bring them to me?
I'll try, Your Majesty.
Because if you were to bring them to my house, I'd be able to give you lots more Turkish delight.
Why can't we go to your house now?
It's a lovely place, my home. Whole rooms full of Turkish delight.
Whole rooms.
I have no children of my own. I would like a nice boy whom I could bring up as a prince. He would be king of Narnia when I am gone. As a prince, he would wear a golden crown and eat Turkish delight all day long. Edmund, you are the cleverest and most handsome young man I have ever met. I would like to make you that prince someday when you bring the others to visit me.
But why not now?
First, I must meet your brother and your 2 sisters. A prince must have royal courtiers. I will make your brother a duke and your sisters duchesses.
But there's nothing special about them.
Go back to your own country now and return another day. With them, you understand. It is no good coming without them.
No.
But I don't know the way home, Your Majesty.
I will show you. There stands the lamp. Straight on, beyond that, is the way to the will of men. Now, look the other direction. Do you see those 2 hills rising above the trees?
I think so.
My house is between those 2. Next time you come, walk through the woods till you get to my house. But remember, bring the others with you. I would be very angry if you came alone.
Very angry.
And, by the way, you needn't mention me to them. That fawn might have told your sister nasty stories about me.
Nasty story.
Fawns will say anything, you know. Just lead them towards the 2 hills, and once you get to my house, you can say, "Let's see who lives there," or something like that.
Please, 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 Your Majesty. Couldn't I just have one more piece of Turkish delight to eat on the way home?
No, you must wait till next time. Onwards. Next time, next time. Don't forget, come soon. Edmund!
Lucy, it's you.
Oh, Edmund, isn't Narnia wonderful? And now,
All right. You were right, Lucy. I'll say I'm sorry if you'd like, but where have you been? I looked everywhere.
oh, I've been having lunch with dear Mr. Tumnus. The witch saw that punished him for letting me go.
The White Witch, who's she?
Oh, she's terrible. She keeps all of Narnia under her stupid spell, and she calls herself the Queen of Narnia.
Who told you all that stuff?
Mr. Tumnus, the fawn.
You can't believe what fawns say.
Who said so?
Everyone knows it. You can ask anyone. Come on, Lucy. My feet are freezing. Let's go back to Professor's house. You look terrible. I'm all right. A little bit sick.
Here we are. Oh, this is going to be wonderful. All 4 of us now can have adventures from a wardrobe.
Yeah.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ready or not, Peter, here I come. Talk to Peter. Great hiding spot.
Edmund, Susan, Edmund and I have been into the wardrobe. There really is a snowy world in the wardrobe.
What's this all about, Ed? Yeah, tell us, Ed.
Oh, yes. Lucy and I were playing, pretending that the story about a country in the wardrobe is true, just for fun. place as Narnia.
She's off again. That's the worst of little children. They're always
Shut up, Ed! You've been vicious to Lou ever since she started all this nonsense about the wardrobe.
But it's all nonsense.
Well, but you don't help by cheering her on one day and egging her on the next. Lucy was perfectly fine when we came here, and now she seems to be either going ill in the head or I don't know.
I thought.
You didn't think anything. That's it. It's just spite. You've been a bully. We've seen it at school.
Stop it! A row won't help. Guys, let's go find Lucy.
Lucy!
Lucy!
Lucy! Lucy! Lucy!
Louder! Lucy, come out and talk.
No! I'm not coming out! I don't care what you say, what you do. You can call Mother. You talk to the professor. I don't care. I'm not coming out. I wish I'd stayed in Narnia. You guys are all beasts. Beasts and worse than me.
Oh, wait. There's something really wrong with her. I think so, too. I think we should tell the professor. He can write to Father if he thinks there's something really wrong.
Good idea.
Come in. Sit you down. I'm at your total disposal.
It's about Lucy, sir. We think she's ill.
Well, ill in the head, or at least very muddled. She told us she'd been through the wardrobe in that little room and found herself in a magic country.
And she met a fawn and had tea with him.
And now she claims she's been back to Narnia, this time with Edmund.
And of course Edmund says it's all just a game.
But Lucy gets angry when anyone doubts her story, and she swears it's true. Now she hates all of us.
How do you know your sister's stories aren't true?
Oh, but Edmund said they were only pretending.
This is a point that deserves very careful consideration. Now, does your experience lead you to your brother or your sister as the more reliable? Which is the more truthful?
Well, that's the funny thing, Professor. Up until now, I would have said Lucy almost every time.
I'd say the same as Peter, but it couldn't be true. All this stuff about going into a wardrobe and having tea with a fawn.
A charge of lying against someone who you always found truthful is a very serious thing indeed.
Well, perhaps it's not lying. Perhaps there's something wrong with Lucy.
Madness, you mean? One only has to look at her and talk to her to see that she isn't mad.
But then...
Logic! Why don't they teach logic at these schools? There are only 3 possibilities. 1, your sister is lying. 2, your sister is mad. Or 3, she's telling the truth. And 1, we know your sister isn't mad. So 2, we know your sister isn't lying. So 3, she must be telling the truth.
But why doesn't anyone find this country as soon as they walk in the wardrobe? There was nothing there when we looked.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, sir, things are real. They're there all the time.
Are they?
But Lucy didn't have time to go anywhere. We left her in that room for a few minutes, and then she came right out running after us and pretended she'd been away for hours.
This is the thing that makes the story so likely to be true. There really is a door that leads to some other magical world. I should not be surprised that it's a separate time of its own. So no matter how long the time a person spends there, it takes up none of our time. So Lucy really was in a magical place. She spent more time there before popping out and telling a story.
That's true. Well, you mean there could be worlds like other countries around the corner?
Nothing is more probable.
But what are we to do?
Well, there is one thing which no one has suggested yet.
What's that?
Minding our own business.
Thank you, sir.
Quite funny. Everyone thinks so much nicer. Edmund stopped teasing me. Well, at least Peter stopped it. And I'm going to keep quiet about the wardrobe. quiet as corpses.